Alright, y'all, let me take you back to a morning that started like any other at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. But by the time the sun set, it flipped everything I thought I knew about justice, power, and people. Picture this. It's 7:30 a.m., the terminal's buzzing, coffee machines hissing, travelers dragging suitcases, half asleep, half annoyed. I'm standing there, just another guy in a suit, clutching my beat-up leather briefcase, when this red light from a security camera above gate C12 starts blinking like it's sizing me up. That's when I knew today wasn't going to be just another day. My name's David Carter, or at least that's the name on my driver's license that morning. I'm not here to catch a flight to Chicago like my boarding pass says. I'm a special agent with the FAA's Office of Inspector General, working undercover for 3 months, chasing a paper trail of complaints about one woman, Karen Mitchell, the security manager who runs this terminal like her own little fiefdom. Karen's got a reputation, sharp heels, sharper tongue, and a knack for making certain passengers' lives hell. Black folks, Muslim families, anyone who doesn't fit her idea of safe. I'd been watching her, documenting every move, every violation, every time she ignored a real threat to chase shadows based on skin color. My briefcase? It's not just paper, it's a ticking bomb of evidence. And today's the day I'm gonna light the fuse. So, I'm at the checkpoint, sliding my briefcase onto the conveyor belt, and I can feel Karen's eyes on me from across the terminal. She's striding over, clipboard in hand, like she's about to sentence me to something. The TSA agent barely looks up from his phone. Violation number 1. By the way, distracted personnel. My heart's steady, but I'm cataloging everything. The broken exit sign above gate C, the propped open service door by baggage claim, the expired badge on the janitor pushing a cart nearby. Karen's got her guards, Officers Hayes and Torres, trailing her like loyal dogs, and when she stops in front of me, the air gets thick. "You," she says, pointing like I'm public enemy number 1. "Step aside. Hands where I can see him." I raise my hand slow, calm, my phone in my pocket already recording. "Morning, ma'am," I say, all polite. "Is there a problem?" She steps closer, coffee breath hitting me. "Don't play games, sir. We've been watching you, taking notes, observing everything." Now, the terminal's starting to notice. A businessman in a fancy suit lowers his newspaper, a couple of college kids turn from their laptops, and a young mom, still frazzled from unpacking her stroller 10 minutes ago, looks up with this flash of recognition. Karen's voice cuts through the chatter. "This man's carrying contraband," she announces, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Step back, folks, for your safety." The crowd's murmuring now, phones coming out like they're at a concert. I keep my cool, hand still up. "Ma'am, I'd like to see your written authority for this search, per Federal Regulation 49 CFR 1540.107. Her face goes red, like I just slapped her with a law book. "My authority?" she snaps. "I run this terminal." She points at Hayes. "Check his briefcase." I put a hand on my case, not aggressive, just firm. "Publicly accusing me of carrying drugs without evidence? That's defamation, ma'am." "These cameras," I nod at the security cams, and the dozen phones now pointed at us. They're catching every word. The businessman whispers to his buddy. This guy knows his stuff. Karen's eyes narrow, and I can see her digging in, doubling down. "Open that briefcase, or we'll do it for you." I don't budge. I'm requesting a supervisor, and I'd like to know if this is an administrative search or a criminal investigation. Legal standards differ, you know. Her guard, Torres, shifts, looking uneasy, like he's starting to smell the trouble brewing. That's when the crowd starts closing in, not just watching but feeling it. A woman in a power suit steps up. Turns out she's a lawyer. "Are you detaining this man?" she asks Karen, cool as ice. "Because if not, he's free to go." Karen snaps. "This doesn't concern you." But then an airline pilot in full uniform chimes in, pointing at that propped open service door. "That's been open for 20 minutes, a real threat. Unlike this guy who's just standing here." Karen doesn't even glance at the door. She's locked on me, her instincts screaming I'm her big catch. I lean in, just a little, and ask, "Manager Mitchell, you familiar with TSA Security Directive 15424G on behavioral detection? Because I don't meet a single indicator for enhanced screening. That directive's classified, and I see her guard Hayes flinch, like he knows I shouldn't know that number. Karen, though? She misses it entirely. "I don't need indicators," she says, voice rising. I've got instincts. Instincts. I repeat, letting the word hang like a bad smell. The same instincts that got 3 federal complaints filed against you in the last 18 months? The crowd gasps, phones zooming in. Karen stammers. That's confidential. I smile, not friendly, just cold. So's accusing me of drug possession in front of 100 witnesses. The young mom from earlier finds her voice. She did the same to me, made me unpack my diaper bag while my baby cried. A college kid pipes up. She pulled my dad aside last month, said his laptop bag looked suspicious. The crowd's turning, not just watching but testifying, and Karen's guards are looking like they want to be anywhere else. Then it happens. Karen's radio crackles, and a nervous voice comes through her supervisor, Peterson. Manager Mitchell, TSA Ops Director's on the line about a passenger named David Carter. She silences the radio, a move so dumb it's practically a confession. I seize the moment, loud enough for every phone to catch it. Manager Mitchell, are you ordering an illegal search based solely on my race? The terminal goes dead quiet. Nobody breathes. Karen's mouth opens, closes, opens again, like a fish out of water. Her guards step back, and I know I've got her. That's when my backup rolls in 3 feds in suits, led by Assistant Director Lisa Harper. She doesn't know me by sight, keeping my cover tight, but she's got authority that makes the air shift. Manager Mitchell, step away from the passenger, she says, voice like steel. Karen tries to argue. He knows classified protocols. He's a threat. Lisa cuts her off. The only thing I'm interested in is why TSA Ops is getting 17 social media complaints about you in 10 minutes. Karen's still clinging to control, shouting, he's got contraband. I know it. I decide it's time. I lift my briefcase, fingers on the clasps, and every eye in the place locks on me. I'll open it, I say, voluntarily, to clear my name. Karen's face lights up like she's won, but she's about to crash hard. I flip the briefcase open, slow, deliberate, and pull out my badge holder. The gold shield catches the light, and I read it out like a verdict. Federal Aviation Administration, Office of Inspector General. Special Agent David Carter, badge number 9271. The crowd loses it, gasps, cheers, phones going wild. Karen's legs wobble, her guards practically holding her up. I pull out a folder with her name in bold, red stamps screaming, official investigation. 3 months, I say, voice carrying over the noise. 3 months of documenting your civil rights violations, 18 incidents, 47 ignored security breaches, all while you profiled innocent people. I hold up a recorder. Every word you said today, on tape. Every complaint you buried, verified. Lisa steps in, and Deputy Marshal Sarah Nguyen slaps cuffs on Karen, reading her rights. Violation of Title 18, Section 242, deprivation of rights under color of law. Karen screaming, this is my terminal, but it's over. The young mom from earlier steps up, baby in her arms, and says, you made me feel like nothing. I hope you remember that in prison. Others join in, a professor, a veteran, a kid who missed his chess tournament because Karen thought his pawns were weapons. Each story's a knife, and Karen's shrinking with every word. 6 hours later, the terminal's a different place. We've set up a command center at Gate C12, laptops, files, a screen showing Karen's whole operation falling apart. I'm standing in front of the TSA staff, some scared, some hopeful. You've got a choice, I tell them. You either helped her, stayed quiet, or fought back. Today, we sort it out. Officer Hayes, who tried to follow protocol, gets promoted to interim manager. Rosa Delgado, a gate agent who'd been reporting Karen's abuses anonymously, becomes customer service supervisor. Those who followed Karen's orders blindly, suspended, pending retraining. We roll out new rules, body cams on every agent, diversity oversight at every checkpoint, a passenger bill of rights posted everywhere. I call the victims DR. Malik, Mrs. Nguyen, that chess kid, Jamal, and offer apologies, compensation, and seats on a new oversight board. The terminal's buzzing with purpose now, not fear. 6 months later, I'm back, badge out in the open. The place feels alive, human. Rosa greets me, all smiles, showing me how Officer Torres, now on probation, kneels to explain the metal detector to a kid like it's a game. In the break room, agents are actually talking to passengers, sharing stories, building trust. The prop door's gone, replaced with an electronic lock. Equipment's fixed, badges updated. At a community board meeting, Mrs. Nguyen, once humiliated by Karen, runs the show, reporting a 94% drop in complaints. The staff even named their training room after Meth David Carter Center for Ethical Security. I'm floored, honestly. Change like this. It's not just policy. It's people owning their mistakes and choosing better. A year later, I'm at a national conference in that same terminal, standing with Rosa, Hayes, even Jamal, who's now studying law, inspired by what went down. 50 airports are here, learning from Dallas. Discrimination's down 97%, security's tighter, passengers are happier than ever. I tell them, this wasn't about one arrest. It's about thousands of choices, agents choosing respect, passengers speaking up, everyone deciding justice matters more than fear. The screen behind me shows Dr. Malik saving lives, Mrs. Nguyen teaching empathy, Jamal mentoring kids. Outside, the terminal hums, every passenger treated with dignity, every agent accountable. But here's the thing, what keeps me up at night is knowing this could have gone the other way. Karen wasn't just one bad apple. She thrived because people let her. Fear, silence, or just looking away, it's what feeds systems like hers. So I'm asking you, have you ever seen something wrong and stayed quiet? Maybe at work, in your neighborhood, online? What's it going to take for you to speak up? Drop a comment, share your story, tell me what you think justice looks like. Because this fight, it's not over, and it starts with you's very single one of us.